What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period. I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash at me at money sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. Alright, I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about the person that you're thinking about, or anyways, thinking about you. Also, time is an illusion, so this could be about the past, the present, or the future, but somehow it's affecting you right now, okay? Alright, it is 3:44 p.m. and it is 9:13 over there on my stove. Feel free to look up any angel numbers mentioned in this video. Okay, I am selling jewelry over on Capri Sun Tarot on Instagram, so if you are interested, go ahead and check it out. Alright, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. Spirit guides are sending masters. So family, twin flame family, please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Leos for March 21st through the 31st. I hope that it's really 31 days in March, because I've been writing 31 on all of these videos. So if it's not the 31st, one of y'all just correct me down in the comments, okay? And I haven't been saying it, but y'all please start leaving comments of your Instagrams and social sites and YouTubes and all of that in the comments, so we can become a family and we can all support each other. Like, I'm going to pin different comments, so like different people can have opportunities to, you know, have their stuff put out there. You know, we should be a family. I definitely want to hear about what y'all got going on in the comments, like what resonated with y'all, what didn't, you know. 33, thank you for the masters. Alright, y'all, so let's go ahead and get started. Spirit guides to the masters, so families with my family. Please be here with me at this time, help me receive a message to deliver to my Leos for March 21st through the 31st for the next 10 days. 3:45 equals 39, thank you for the masters. Okay. It's been a long time. I feel like somebody been single for a long time. Somebody been in the crib for a long time. Somebody ain't talked to their family in a long time. Only God knows. I feel like somebody is mending their relationship with the father. Forgiving a father, because he was fucking every hoe. Like, I feel like Papa was a Rolling Stone. I feel like Papa could have also had a life that ended up with him, and like he gambled his life away. Like, he could have been in like a mafia. Like, he could have got killed due to like gang activity. Like he was supposed to hold it down for the family. Like, you know, he did really love your mom, or like maybe like your parents are like the perfect epitome 33 thank you for the masters of like love, and then like he fucked it up, or like you felt like he fucked it up for a long time because, you know, he got taken out of this world, or, you know, he passed away. I don't know why I just picked up on that. But I feel like you expanding on just like your perception of him. Like, maybe you hearing stories about him, or maybe you meeting his side of the family and getting like their perception of him. You could also be meeting a Capricorn person who is going through this, or an Aries person who is going through this. This could be your significant other going through this. I feel like some woman could be meeting their father for the first time, and it's kind of like they're realizing that they're a lot like them. I feel like somebody is like falling in love with like a family member, just like meeting their sisters and brothers, and kind of just like embrace. Like, I feel like embrace, like it feels good, it feels like love, it feels like happiness, it feels like you found out. For some of you guys, I'm hearing like a family gathering, where it's kind of like, now I see where she get her fire from. Like, now I see where she get that passion from, that drive. You know, I feel like it's like a spitting image. Like, you look just like this man. You look just like this man, Leo. I feel like somebody is finding a daddy. This is crazy. 12th house surrender. I feel like it's empowering you that you always felt different. Like, you always felt like there was a mystery that you wanted to run towards. Like, I feel like you've been searching for the answers about your life, about why you're different, about, you know, I feel like you've been trying to ask why you are transforming, like why you are this whole different person from your family, why you were the black sheep, or why you were into bad shit and everybody else are like athletes and scholars and shit, and you just like, what the fuck? You know? I feel like you love your family, but your mom is offended, or like somebody is offended, like that the relationship is forming the way it is, because maybe they're telling you a perception of your mom that you didn't have in the past. And I feel like it's kind of like you need to understand that you had a purpose meeting these people, but also don't gamble away certain relationships in your life. You know, don't blame people for certain things that happened in the past. You know, I feel like it's a lot of things that just needs to be let go. 348 equal 3. Thank you, Ascended Masters. I feel like this is a very healing time for you guys, Leos. I feel like it's a time for you to be strong. It's a time for you to kind of surrender to your empowerment. I feel like you're coming into the position where you're ready to step into like good relationships with people. You know, with your family, with your friends, with your significant others, with your children, you know, with people on the street. You know, I feel like you no longer want to blame other people for the person who you are, for what you see in the mirror, for what you don't like about you. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. You know, I feel like you're starting to accept yourself more. You're starting to love on yourself more because now you're trying to find your happiness. You know, you no longer want to cry over spilled milk. Your heart chakra is open, and I feel like it's a lot of like coughing and just hacking up phlegm and old feelings. 555, thank you, Ascended Masters. I feel like there is a tower moment. There's a lot of back pain. It feels kind of just like an energy of kind of like I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with where I'm at. I'm fed up. Like, you don't really get to moving around. 606, thank you, Ascended Masters. That's all about family and home and balance. You don't really get to move around until you are made uncomfortable. And for a lot of you Leos, I feel like God is making y'all uncomfortable, forcing y'all to tap into that Leo power and that Leo strength. And I feel like at this time, with you tapping into that strength, it's empowering you. It's making you feel strong, and it's making you feel happy. Okay, Lauren Hill. I feel like somebody likes your music selection. To Zion, period. Like, I feel like somebody is watching you and saying like you are heaven sent. Somebody is so happy that like you have came back into their life, or like that you have reached out to them, that you have tried to meet them, or that this relationship has formed. Or I feel like for some of you guys, like you are the adoptive mother, and maybe you gave your child up when you were like 14, and it's kind of like you want to meet them. Maybe they done reached out to you. And a lot of people dirtied your name. Like, maybe their adoptive parents talked about you really, really bad. And this reading is not going to be for everybody, but I feel like there's a divine masculine who was like, you wouldn't wait for me. Like, if I was this, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels kind of like a divine masculine is saying like I wouldn't be here for me, knowing all of what I know about me. I wouldn't stick around. So like, how are you doing this, right? So I feel like you're accepting, if this is not a relationship, your father, your mother, your whatever the situation is, you accepting it like, okay, I know that people have stuff to deal with. Like, I have compassion. Like, let me holler at you. Like, just talk to me about it. You never know, maybe I've been through it, maybe I can sympathize with it. And even if I can't, like, if it's a part of you, I want to let you in my heart. So maybe this is somebody like appreciating their stepfather more. Now that they're a stepfather, or now that they're dating somebody with a child, or now that they're just a man. You know, it's kind of just like, it was resentment there because you sensed danger. Like, you thought that this person wasn't going to be right for your mom, or like, maybe you never seen your mom with nobody, or maybe you saw your mom with a lot of people. And it's kind of like maybe you just mending situations with your father, you know, with your peoples. It's like, I know it's been a while, but like, I feel like you should be reaching out to your peoples. You should be reaching out to your peoples. You should be definitely reaching out to your peoples. I don't know. I feel like somebody on your mind heavy from your past, and it's kind of like you want to make amends, you want to reconcile with this person, or like make up, or maybe somebody thinks you're angry at them or upset with them, or maybe like the dynamic has changed because maybe you have a fear that this person won't be honest with you, because if this is a parent situation, because they weren't there. So it's kind of like, how do I know you're not lying, right? Or if this is a relationship, how do I know that I can trust you? Like, how do I know I can jump all in this and I can be all in this? You know, I feel like that fear, 1010, thank you to the masters, is needing to be eliminated. It's needing to not be put on the person that you're dealing with. It's needing to be put onto yourself. Why is that fear there? It's time to be honest with yourself, because you love this person, because you've fallen in love with this person, right? And that fear is the love. Fear are just our desires. So now you desire this person. You seek this person. Like you see this person as your person. You see this opportunity. You see this parent. This opportunity as something that you love. You have love for. You have compassion for. And the thought of it dying or not being there, it creates that fear. 111, thank you, Cinemasters. And instead of admitting that, you know, you're scared of the art of seduction, you're scared that this person could be playing you, 1111, thank you, Cinemasters. Instead of just admitting that, you sit in this fear. Right? It's kind of like maybe if one of y'all dropped out of school, you're wanting better for your kids. I feel like you're the first generation of like getting a degree or getting a diploma or going to college. 33 cents, thank you for the masters. I feel like you are putting a death to stigmas of you, you know? I feel like at this point, somebody just wants you to be open and honest. What's on your mind? Embrace it. Tell me. Talk to me about it. I'm staring at you because I'm picturing you naked. You know, not seeing you naked physically, but your soul, your spirit. Put a death to those insecurities. I love you. This is love. I'm hearing you keep asking, like, what's love? Like, it's like you don't know. Because you have a fear of people not being honest with you when they have loved you in the past. You've been blaming everybody else. Oh, this person hurt me. 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 And then it's kind of just like, I don't... And then when you have somebody or a family member who comes back in, or a job opportunity where it's like, oh my God, this is perfect. They paying me exactly what I want to be paid. They flying me out. You know, I'm able to travel. I'm a flight attendant. Whatever this is, like, I feel like the fears surrounding your dreams and your goals are just your desires, and it's just you wanting it, and it's just you being passionate about it. And being in that fire, like Leo energy, like being like so passionate about it that sometimes it keep you up at night. Like sometimes you're just like, God, like I want this so bad that it scared me. Like I want this so bad. I want this so bad that this shit it scared me. Right? Like having something like right in your grasp like that, it does create fear. It does. It does. But for you to not own it and be the boss with this Capricorn like energy of your fear and tell God, like, I do got this fear. 33, thank you, City Masters. I don't believe that we are invincible. I don't like when spiritual people say that fear is an illusion, because it's not. Fear is an emotion. It's the emotion that God gave us as humans. You know, and the whole humanity tries to just eliminate fear, but fear is necessary. Fear teaches you, like, I want to fight for this. Like, I want this. I have a fear of losing this. You know, like, you get to reminiscing about the good times, and then the fear creeps in. Like, well, what if that was the last good time, right? It's time to be honest with yourself about why you fear this. Take ownership of your fear and tell God, like, I give it to you. God gave you something that can't be messed with. God gave you power of a relationship with her, of not having to let that fear consume you, because you can be the boss of it. You ain't in the soil no more. You have been made of mud, like you have been created, right? You have been molded into this beautiful, beautiful being, this beautiful soul that has ascended over the lifetimes. Right? You're not fake deep. Like, you're not fake woke. You have worked for this opportunity. You have worked for this job. You have worked for this family, for this soul tribe, for this career, for this life, for this white picket fence life, for this marriage, for this pregnancy, for this baby. Like, you have worked for this. And now that it's being exposed, like, your greatness and your power, own it. That amount of power, it does come with fear. It does. But the good thing about that amount of power is that you know that it came from the Most High. So that fear comes real small. Real small. 33, thank you for the masters. When you think about how massive God is and how we all gotta die, you no longer fear death. You know, 33, thank you to the masters. I feel like somebody has an illness in your family and you are fearing their death. I feel like you need to have compassion, but you need to celebrate the life that they have lived and give them congratulations for being able to ascend onto a new path and a new journey. This is no longer fearing this. You know, it's here. We all gonna die one day. It is what it is. You know, like, this is like having a fear that, like, other people have power over you. This is like Christianity and religious fears that if I don't do this, if I don't preach this, if I'm not like this bad thing is going to happen. You know, this is letting that go. God is not in a box. You know, in the human race, the black DNA is very, very powerful. Powerful. But spiritually, race doesn't matter. Here on earth, it does. You know? And we are powerful. That's why we invoke fear. Fear, but we not to be feared. We just powerful. That's a desire to have this DNA. That's why they fear that. You know, and a lot of Christians teach like that we are from like Israel, and that, you know, the black people are the only people that are God. Like, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know. I don't think all Christians believe that, but I think that's like a thing, because that's what my grandma be talking about. I don't know. But like, this is like, fuck the government, like, fuck the religions, fuck the boxes that people put us in. You know, this is eliminating the fear that we won't fit in, that we're not going to be like, that we can't do this, that we're going to be deemed to hell, and that this is hell. This is right here. This is what it is. There's no, we finna go to a place to our forever doom. Like, God loves us too much. You know, I don't know where we go, but there's no way that God's going to be like, oh, because on earth, you did some fucked up ass shit. For the rest of forever, you got to pay for it. For some shit you did as a human, as a bitty ass being. That's like saying an ant, I'm finna burn the shit out of an ant because he an ant. That ant is little as a bitch. What the fuck is that ant doing to you? Like, at this point, y'all gotta evolve your belief systems, right? Like, I feel like at this point, you seeing things from a whole different perspective, from a whole different view. Like, you, even if you do believe in the Bible, even if you do read the Bible, because I've been trying to like research multiple religions, like, I feel like there are positive aspects in all of them. 33 Thank You to the Masters, they all stem from the same story, right? A creator, right? So, going deep into your history and your Akashic records, like getting deep into like why you are the way you are, like not just this lifetime but multiple lifetimes. You know, it's deeper than this, it's bigger than this. You know, it's time to oversee oppressors. For a lot of black people, I feel like you overcoming this stigma of people seeing you as like this ghetto or unruly, or I feel like your hair, like I feel like just your whole persona of like what you bring to the table, I feel like you're very underestimated. I'm hearing the underdog, you know? Maybe you could be the girlfriend that everybody look at as an underdog, like, oh, you ain't like so-and-so other girlfriends. And it's just like, bitch, well, maybe that's the difference, period. You know, like, I feel like you ain't like so-and-so other kids. Yeah, because my mama came different. Like, what's up? Like, you know, like, I feel like this is like stepping into your power, like letting go of just like anything that doesn't bring you in abundance and a peace of mind. You know, like just having that self, that piece of self, bitch. Like, cause you need that. You need that. In this lifetime, you need that just like little piece of time to reflect on self. You know, like in all the things that you have been through so that you can appreciate yourself. That, I think that's honestly where self-love comes from. Getting through a fucking troubled ass motherfucking time and being like, okay, I got through that shit. Like, that's where real self-love begins. So, like, through triumphs. Like, 404, thank you, Ascended Masters. 933 over there on myself, thank you, Ascended Masters. Like, that's where self-love begins. Period. I don't know, like, period. Like, I had just put me in, like, a little, like, hold up, Caprice, cuz, hold up. But, like, but I feel like the real you is back. Like, I feel like you have returned Cancer-like energy. That is me, Honey, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be dealing with one. But I feel like this is just returning back to your spiritual roots. You know, like, if you have, you know, like, very ancestral lines that you know about that's very spiritual, maybe you tapping into that. You know, maybe you chilling with the old folks. Like, you getting some information. You know, I feel like you tapping back into your divinity. You know, you tapping back into, like, partnerships that are supposed to be had. Like, you meeting shamans that you were partners with in a past life, and now y'all finna be partners in this lifetime with the Two of Cups. You know, you no longer restricted from the world. I feel like it's just that the responsibility of a light worker doesn't come till later on. You have to learn how to deal with it. You have to learn how to be alone. Because when you come into your divinity, your soul family is massive. But we masked. Until it's time for you to know who the spiritual community is, you wouldn't even think about us. You wouldn't even think that we was as massive as we are, because it's not in your face. It's not for you to know. But when you in it and you know how fucking big, how many people you can just go to call on that all are going to have your best interest at heart, that you don't got to worry. Some people be like, oh, some of these tarot readers are fake and bad. And I'm just like, I haven't been guided to not a one. Like, I haven't been guided to not a one. Like, I don't know what y'all like, but it's about what you click on. You clicked on that video, sis. Ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. You watched that. You got it to that point. If you didn't resonate that long, then you shouldn't have stayed. Period. Show respect to God. God not leading you nowhere you're not supposed to be. 33, thank you, Ascended Master. Don't blame nobody else. Don't blame nobody else for none of the shit that you're doing, for none of the shit that you got going on, because this is your responsibility to take on. This is your healing process. This is your shit. Show me what the fuck you working with. Show me what you're working with. I don't know. No, but for real, never mind that. But, like, for real, like, show and prove. Show and prove. Like, do your fucking work. Do your work. Like, this is your responsibility. And I feel like it's a little bit of fear coming up, because, like, you can feel your fame and success and abundance coming in, and you know that you finna be busy as fuck. Like, you know. You just know. So, I feel like you just trying to rest, bless up. Like, you just trying to rest. You just trying to, like, heal yourself. You got the King of Wands. This could be you. Leo, if you're a woman, you operating in a very masculine energy. You just, in your bag, you very, like, business-minded. You know? And if you are a feminine energy, I feel like you got a divine masculine watching you, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And like I said earlier, I'm just staring at you, picturing you naked. Like, this nigga, he just, like... He blaming you for, like, making him not come to you. So if you haven't met this man yet, I feel like he blaming you, like, oh, this bitch too good. For why he ain't slid in your inbox yet, or why he, like, ain't slid over and, like, brought you some flowers to your motherfucking job and was like, look, can I take you out? Right? It's kind of like he blaming you, like, man, she got all this good shit going on. I don't know if I can, like, step up to the plate. I was watching Lip Service, and that was a question. Like, she was like, yeah, I'm an architect. And my nigga worked from Spectrum, no, Direct TV. He a cable guy. And I really want to talk to him because we was childhood friends. And he a really good dude. But I don't want nobody that's not making what I'm making. Sis. It's not your responsibility to worry about his finances. Like, I feel like I could see this two ways. One, this is like attracting. That's like saying you meeting a business partner who's a graphic designer. And he makes some bomb ass shit, but he don't got no money. Are you really finna just, like, be like, I don't want to work with you because you don't got no money, and this person is talented as shit? Or if you finna invest in this person and be like, look, like, I believe in us. Like, you know, and then I also see it at a point of view where you just like, dang, like, I want somebody who gonna be where I'm at. But then ask yourself, like, is financially equal to creative or mentally, emotionally, whatever they got that you don't. You know, it's like this person could be your friend for life. This person could be your partner for life. This person could be your, you know, your ride or die. Y'all start multiple businesses together. Y'all start an empire. You never know. And you got this King of Wands looking at you like, is you ready? Because I'm like, he looking at you like, what? He just kind of like, look, he like, look, I know it's coming. Like, I know she see my purple robe on. This is royalty. You know, this is like y'all got a past life. Y'all was royal together. Y'all was probably kings and queens around this bitch. And now he just like, maybe he don't got it like he had it in the past life. And now that's something that he got to heal himself. But he looking at you like, you making me feel like I don't got shit. And it's just like, nigga, first of all, don't blame me, bitch. I ain't, look, I'm just out here living my life. Okay? Right? And you just like, I don't know if I'm ready to go. I don't know if I'm ready to take on this thing. I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm ready to be an entrepreneur. I don't know if I'm ready to be, like, it's kind of like, I don't know if I'm ready to be a teacher. So maybe after this, you're going to start your first semester as a teacher next year. Right? With the Empress, giving birth to being a teacher with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with the Pisces. But with the Empress here, maybe you could be giving birth this month, like, to a new partnership or a new relationship or a new child. You know, if y'all have been in a relationship for a while, like 3 months, 6 months, 3 years, I'm hearing 3. Something about 3. Something about 3. 3. I don't know. You could be 3 weeks pregnant, but I feel like it feels kind of just like you giving birth to something that you deserve. And it's kind of like you facing off. Like you facing off with somebody like, bitch, can I just live? Can you let us live? Like, it's people who don't want this partnership to work, but I feel like you in the background doing your magician shit like the Empress that you are, and you just kind of like, I don't care about the negativity. I cast it out, but you sage in your house. You just got your shit lit the fuck up, bitch. I feel like candles everywhere, positive energy everywhere. Like, your house is balanced. 4, 11 equals 6. Like, you're sending masters. Like, feng shui going crazy. I feel like you just feel good and vibrant and happy. You redoing your house. You surrendering to making room for this new relationship. Like, you cleaning out drawers and shit. Like, y'all just getting shit rolling. You know, y'all getting a space. Like, I feel like if this is a business partnership, like, y'all done found y'all a little space. I feel like you got money for books, sis. Like, you got you a nice, somebody getting a bookshelf. Like, for some reason, I'm just seeing, like, redecorating or, like, electrical, like, somebody getting some electrical work done or, like, getting some work done in their house. Like, I was watching A Million Little Things, and they was doing, like, electricity work, and it triggered her having, like, PTSD. So maybe somebody has, like, PTSD, and, like, maybe you help them, or, like, maybe that's a secret that they don't want to tell you, and they looking at this Empress, like, I don't know. You know, like, I don't know if she's going to judge me. Like, I don't know if this person is going to stick with me. Now that I think about it, 4, 12 equals 7, I've been seeing that a lot. But the dude had an addiction on Station 19. They both come on Thursdays. I mean, they both come on Thursdays. So I watched both of them back to back. And both of them had the same thing where it was like, one person in a relationship had a problem, whether it be PTSD, alcoholism, and the other one was he was taking fentanyl. All of these different situations, it was 2 in one show, 1 in the other. That's why I said 3 different things. But all these different situations in all 3 different relationships, it was kind of like the other significant other was kind of just like, what problem? Like, we got you. Like, it's not a... Like, you know, you don't have to hide this from me. It's not something that you have to keep a secret. So I feel like you're giving birth to, like, honesty and passion and, like, intimacy. I'm taking this card as. So even if you're not dating, or even if you're not starting a new business partnership, or even if you're not, you know, meeting a new family member or anything like this, this could be you giving birth to, like, nurturing your divine masculine side and realizing that being a divine masculine doesn't mean having to be tough and hard. That doesn't equal a divine masculine, right? So this could just be you nurturing that divine masculine side, realizing like, look, I can be in my protective, you know, providing like energy without feeling like I have to be in my brute energy. You know, it's a difference. Without being aggressive, you know. I feel like the dirt on your name is being dissipated because like people are just seeing your true colors, whether that be on social media or just, I feel like maybe all throughout your life there has been this secret perception of you. You know, you've been rejected your whole life. You know, maybe you've had anxiety about people always rejecting you. Maybe you've never really had friends, or, you know, just bad things. You know, maybe people have just always not really wanted to date you or be around you, or, you know, as earth angels, we always stick out like a sore thumb, right? So I feel like maybe that was always just our perception, that people didn't like us or didn't want to be around us, but really we weren't paying attention to the fact that those are fake feelings. Those were masks. You know, oh, I'm going to be mean to you. It's kind of like the boy who picks on you in like K5, but he really likes you, and then the bullies in high school who really want to be your friend, so they pick on you. You know, it's like being rejected, and the whole time you were really rejecting yourself. You thought that these people were rejecting you. The lie was that you were the bomb.com. Like, you was the baddie. Period. Period. For your eyes only. Like, this is only for you to know. Like, nobody really needed to know that you was the shit in high school, bitch. Like, that wasn't your time. Your time is like now. Right? So I feel like maybe you was like the ugly duckling in your lifetime, and now you coming into your looks. Like, now you coming into like who you are as a person, and you feel your best self. Like, you feel your best version of yourself right now. And I feel like it's so empowering. It feels so good. Like, you done being hard-headed. You done not listening to the God. You done not listening to your process. At this point, your life had gotten dry, sis. Like, you was just like, look, I'm fed up. My daughter gotta eat. Like, something gotta change. Like, somebody gotta eat. Somebody is definitely a father. There's a father figure who has been kind of depressed. You know, I feel like this person is like wanting commitment. He could be a single father. You know, I just feel like this person is kind of just like, I don't need a psychic to see that this is the farthest thing from perfect. Like, it's kind of just like, you know, like, I don't always need your input. So I don't know, if you are a tarot reader or something, maybe be mindful, like, with unsolicited advice. You know, maybe just ask somebody, like, do you want my perception? Do you want my point of view? Like, do you want me to tell you how I see this? You know, I feel like somebody is saying, like, do I have the strength to be a father? Like, somebody is getting pregnant. It's kind of like, you wish for this. You wanted this coming together to happen, and now it's kind of like, accept your fate. Be strong. Like, I feel like God is encouraging you. I feel like there's an accidental pregnancy. There's an accidental pregnancy that's causing a lot of fear and a lot of just kind of like responsibility, and somebody feels like, well, you trapped me. And it's kind of like, well, let's be honest. Were we protecting ourselves? Like, was we like what? Like, to me, it kind of feels like bickering or arguing or fighting 333 Thank you, Cinema Masters, over a pregnancy. And y'all both kind of blaming each other when y'all need to be looking yourself in the mirror, realizing that, look, where there is death, there is transformation. Y'all put a death to your old self. Now something is being transformed. Now something is coming out of this death process. Anytime there's a death in the family, there's a new baby. There has been a death to your old self. Now I see death around the corner. You know, there is something that is needing to be coming into fruition. There's a child who is trying to come into fruition, who has been calling to her dad. And that's why he's depressed. That's why he's in this negative headspace, because he's like, how do I provide? I feel like there's a father energy who is in hyperdrive in their thoughts with all of this anxiety about their position providing, about what responsibilities they're taking on. And the 8 of Swords, this restriction card, I feel like you're going to come out of this restriction because guess what? Your woman, your mom, the women in your life are your strength right now. 44, thank you, Ascended Masters. If you are a divine masculine watching, I feel like the women in your life right now are so powerful, and they are reflections of you and your power and your strength. When you look at yourself in the mirror, understand that you are a good person because of the women that you were raised by, or because of the women that you have in your life. You could definitely be dealing with a Pisces. You know, there was a death to you. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. You deserve this blessing. Like, if I feel like God is encouraging you to take on this fathership, to take on this role with the Wizard of Awareness. Does that have a 3 on the period, God, with the Wizard of Awareness? You've been a father before in a past life. Like, if you are a new father, you've never been a father before, and you are nervous or you are scared, or if you are a mother and you have always been in your divine masculine energy and you're trying to hop back into your divine feminine energy because now you're pregnant, I feel like come together with this person. Allow him to, like, nurture you and love on you and treat you good and rub your feet. Like, allow him to be a real nigga. You know, allow him to take care of you. Like, allow this relationship to be nourished and to flourish and to be good. You know, I feel like the heat of this relationship is like, I feel like knee buckling. Y'all have good sex, like good, powerful sex. If this is about a partnership or a family, I feel like the communication is powerful. The memories, the stories that this person is going to tell you about your ancestors, about your peoples, about your tribe, I feel like that shit is powerful. This is knowledge that you have been wishing for. This coming together was literally, like, this was a part of y'all song. Oh, y'all wedding song is going to be a song that y'all co-created. Bitch, period. Okay, listen. And I hope to God I don't lose you. Like, period. I feel like if your relationship is on the rocks with your peoples, with your mom, I'm hearing with your sister, you know, with your peoples, I feel like God is trying to, like, usher y'all to, like, spend more time together. Use this quarantine to spend time with your family. You know, it's cool to go outside the house, but if you getting antsy, it's just because you're bored with yourself. You know, go play a motherfucking game. Go play Uno or something. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. Have fun with your peoples, right? Take control of this time. Don't blame the government and whatever for, oh, they not being strong, they not taking care of the earth, this is weird and crazy. No, bitch, take this as a time to reflect and look at yourself and love on yourself and to find peace and balance within yourself. It's 4:20 p.m. that equals 6. What do 6 equal? Balance. Just as I'm holding up the balance card, like, there's no more opposition. You know, there's only polarity. There's only polarity. Alright, Leos, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash at me at money sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. Okay, you guys, I have started to sell jewelry over on my personal Instagram at Caprice Sun Tarot. So if you would like to check out any of the pieces, go ahead and check that out on Instagram, y'all. Alright, I'm out of here.